Hello and welcome back to Warrior Priest. Yeah, it is indeed a Warrior Priest playthrough. I don't know. I mean, yes, okay. In the first episode, yeah, we definitely looked like a bit of a witch hunter, and I agree, absolutely. You know, I played as a witch hunter in Vermintide 2. That was one of my favorite characters actually in that game. And I know what they look like. Indeed. I know, it's crazy, right? But the point is, yes, this is indeed a warrior priest, and that's exactly what we're doing. I mean, to be fair, I don't really look like a warrior priest right now. I mean, as you can quite clearly tell, he has no clothes on. Let's just get out of there. The depravity can be saved for another time. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. And otherwise, let me just ransom my prisoners real fast. That is what a witch hunter looks like, that's for sure. Anyway, the point is, my idea, at least in the final parts of the Necromancer series, was to create a character that is a warrior priest, but also uses a gun, because I want to try and explore the entirety of the mod and what it has available to it. So generally, I'm going to try and do just that. I'm going to try and explore every single facet of a mod. It doesn't have to be this mod specifically, but it can be any mod. I personally find that to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you will enjoy it as well as you join me on this wonderful journey with this amazing caravan, and hopefully I will not fail super hard like I did in the previous episode. Well, to be fair, okay, fine, yeah, I did fail pretty hard, but the point is, we're not too badly off, right? We're not too badly off. I mean, I'm you know, fighting a bunch of bandits. We're doing reasonably well in terms of our money situation. And bear in mind, I will be hopefully learning additional magic schools in this episode. And I say schools when I mean one. Yes, we will be learning one additional magic school. And hopefully that's going to work out for us. And once we've done that, then we will be able to teach the enemy exactly what we think of them by using light magic. I actually have no idea what kind of light magic we even have access to. I have no idea what kind of skills the light magic spell school actually provides you, which is actually kind of exciting to me, because I kind of had an idea, you know, necromancy. We kind of know what necromancy is all about, right? With the exception of those amazingly fun AoE spells. We know that it's all about summoning skeletons, you know, summoning skeletons and dark magic and so on and so forth. So it's kind of, you know, self-explanatory. But with light magic, I'm not entirely sure what to expect. I'm going to assume something that blinds enemies, potentially. Something that blinds enemies might be kind of fun. Maybe something that does maybe damage in an area over time. Maybe something along those lines. I have no idea. I'm just, you know, throwing around random thoughts right now that I'm having, because I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, what do I think about light magic from other games? And I'm thinking about, you know, holy spells. I know this is not necessarily holy spells, you know, because there are very limited prayers at the moment in the game. They're working on that, don't worry, they're working on it. The modding team is working on it. But yeah, that makes me think, oh, okay, what kind of other holy-ish, light magic-ish kind of spells do I know of in other games? And all I could think of was things like, I don't know, the spells that the monk has in Diablo, you know, Diablo 3 more specifically. And things like that, you know, and well, he's got the AoE blind. He has a heal. He's got all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to assume that light magic's relatively similar to that. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to go straight on in here real quick, because I'd like to recruit some additional units. Bear in mind that every single time we do battle against some of these raiders, good things are gonna happen. Really good things are gonna happen. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know whether you noticed this in the previous episode, but I did replace my rusty hammer with a regular warrior priest hammer, so that's actually super nice. There is a flatulent mace here. Okay, that is That is pretty cool, actually. I'm actually partially thinking you know what? I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. It's a two-handed, but its length is only 86. This is 52 though. Oh yeah, that's actually something that I wanted to touch upon as well. You know how in the previous episode I was using the mace on horseback? Well, the member of the modding team that has been extremely helpful throughout, you know, the Necromancy series and is also helping me in this one and providing, you know, information, behind the scenes kind of stuff, very thoughtfully. Actually said that the warrior priest hammer at the moment has an incorrect, I don't even know what term you used, unfortunately, I'm sorry about that, but basically the character doesn't hold it in the correct place. So when it's on the horse, you know, when the character's on the horse, it is a lot shorter than it should otherwise be. So it's much more difficult to actually use the warrior priest hammer on horseback. So that's good to know that I wasn't just being completely useless, but it was actually a little bit the weapon's fault. But I'm not going to obviously blame it entirely on that, because I think I might have been able to do something. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case, let's actually just purchase some better horse armor. I'm actually thinking of getting something along the lines of maybe this. Yeah, something like that would probably be pretty good. And we are going to be spending quite a bit of cash right here, but I feel as though it is somewhat necessary. Let me actually just take a quick look at my skills. Oh yes, we finally got to 75. Let's actually have a look here. Increase headshot damage with crossbows. Don't think I really need that, but donkey swiftness, good old donkey swiftness, I like it. Can you imagine? Literally, what does that even mean? Donkey swiftness. Because I know, you know, donkeys, they are, at least in my I don't know, in my mind, it feels to me like, I don't know, donkeys are not particularly swift, right? Is it just me? Is it just me that thinks that? I mean, they're very hard-working. They're, you know, very gentle creatures, I suppose. But I wouldn't have associated speed with donkeys. I have no idea. I mean, is it irony? Is it some kind of, I don't know. I don't ask me. You know, I'm probably the last person you should ask about that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of why I always have a nice little chuckle whenever we get to that point. Whenever we make a character that uses crossbows, and I think to myself, donkey swiftness. What a wonderful name, right? What a wonderful name for a skill, especially a crossbow skill. I would have expected it to be something, I don't know, maybe in the athletics tree, where donkey swiftness could potentially give you, I don't even know, could potentially give you more HP in the athletics tree at the sacrifice of movement speed. Maybe something like that, because let's face it, if it's donkey swiftness, that means might be a little bit slower. But as a result, you're a bit more sturdy. I mean, I feel like that might make a little bit more sense than what it actually is at the moment. But who am I to say? I don't know. There must be a reason why they have called it that. And maybe I just don't get it, quote unquote. You know, maybe I just don't get it. Maybe it's actually something really, really cool and smart, and I just don't get it. Anyway, let's just continue to level up our forces right here. And oh yeah, oh that's actually something I wanted to talk about as well. Someone was very, very helpful in telling me that I for some reason, apparently at the beginning of the series, I did not tick the box that says auto allocate clan member perks. So I had a huge amount of perks that were not spent with Mr. Mefrid here. And thank you so much for letting me know about that, because I was really confused as to why he didn't have any perks. Because obviously we looked at him before and we were wanting to assign him to a particular formation, and then all of a sudden we found out that he had no perk bonuses. And I thought to myself, what? That's super strange, right? He should have some. And there you go. Now he has some. I didn't do this, by the way. I just enabled auto allocate. You can actually enable that after campaign start through the campaign options menu, as you can see right here. You can just go to the bottom there. If you're wondering how I did it, it's just literally right there. So that's actually super nice. And you can see my difficulty settings and all that stuff. It always remains basically the same thing. Someone actually mentioned an old, well, I don't know, favorite viewer of mine. I think you mentioned something like maybe we should lower the player damage. And I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that is actually a good idea. Because on the one hand, I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that because it's going to make it so that, you know, when we actually do get some really, really good armor and stuff, then we're going to be invincible. But then obviously we can just change it back, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Is it more enjoyable? This is now the question that we have to ask ourselves. Is it more enjoyable for me to stay alive in a fight in comparison to me getting shot in the face by a rifle and killed instantly? I don't know. It depends. It depends what you think is more fun. Because for me, I don't really have a preference. I mean, I would obviously prefer to stay alive. I mean, obviously. But in the case of entertainment or enjoyment, probably staying alive, right? But I don't know. I'm not sure whether I really mind too much either way, because on the one hand, it is very funny when that kind of thing happens, when I got shot in the face and killed instantly, like in that tournament. I thought that was very, very funny, albeit a little... I mean, it wasn't that frustrating because I didn't actually bet a huge amount of money or anything like that, so I wasn't really hard done by having myself, you know, succumb to that particular injury, but when you have bet all of your money and you're in that situation, oh yeah, good luck with that. Oh, look at this. Mefrid was... Wow, what a nice man. Look at that. How nice was he? Wow, I'm actually really surprised. Okay, yeah, so I don't know whether you noticed, but he literally just healed me with an AoE heal. And he was literally doing that specifically for me. No one else was in the area. Which is actually amazing. That is really, really nice of him. I'm actually super surprised that he noticed that I was injured and then immediately cast the spell right on me, which I gotta say I actually think is pretty amazing. That's showing some real thought there. Actually, you know what he's doing? He's sucking up to me, isn't he? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. We do have most of the power in this party because we are the player. I don't know whether he knows that. Maybe he is self-aware. I mean, you started seeing all these AI, right? You know, started seeing all this AI stuff going on. You know, AI, what is it? AI generated art and text prompts and all that stuff. If you've been on Twitter, you'll see all of that. And it's pretty amazing, to be honest. You know, having that done by AI. Next thing you know, you're gonna have Mr. Mefrid here telling me that I suck. Yeah, well, I think they do that already, if you think about it. They actually do that already in some real-time strategy games. They do actually tell you that you suck. Or not you specifically, obviously, but the player, whoever that may be at the time. Yeah, that actually does happen. Anyway, let me see if I can follow this guy. There we go. Mr. Fabian. Yes, Mr. Fabian. Very good, sir. And there we go. Fantastic. Okay. I am very, very pleased with my performance. I don't know whether I should be, really, but yes, I am going to say that I am very pleased with my performance. Anyway, let me see what I can do. 2,000. Okay, not too bad. And I'm thinking, is there a noble here? If there's a noble here, there's one. Who is it? Sigmara. Wow. You know, I want to I want to redeem myself so badly that I am going to try this. But I am very unlikely. Oh, I'm on a team with Mr. Meffred. Yes, hello there, sir. Okay, I would very much like to murder her, if at all possible. Can I do that? Oh no, he's getting murdered. Okay, I'm gonna have to run. Gonna have to run. Yes, Witch Hunter! Whoever you are, Mr. Witch Hunter is absolutely murdering whoever that is. That is the vassal. Let's kill the vassal. Oh, she's dead. Yes! Okay, perfect. Okay, I haven't killed anyone yet. Oh, we qualified. Okay. Whew. Okay, right. Okay. That is actually really, really good. As you could quite clearly tell, Miss Zigmara there, she was absolutely beastly. There was no way I would be able to actually beat her in a 1 versus 1. And now this is a pure free-for-all. I'm not looking forward to this. That is the Witch Hunter fellow right here. Okay, he should be pretty easy for us to deal with because he has one of those hats. Yeah, as you can quite clearly tell. As soon as you go for the head, boom, it is pretty much game over. Meffred, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm going to gang up on the green team member. There we go. Now we can have a wonderful 1 versus 1. Is he going to be okay here? I'm actually worried about him. See? This is what he does. I'm so sorry, sir. I am very sorry. I will not teabag you. I will teabag this friend here. Yes. This friend, I say, as I teabag him. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, we're on a team with Meffred again. Fantastic. Okay, it's going to be a 1 versus 1 against him in the end if we win this. Oh, what? Oh, no, he's going to murder me. Did you see how much damage he just did? How did he do that much damage? I have a bad feeling about this, friends. I have a bad feeling about this. This is going to be one of those times. Oh, actually, never mind, never mind. He doesn't have a two-handed. Maybe it's going to be okay. Okay. Oh, yeah? Yeah. If he had a two-handed, this would be game over, I think. Alright, I'm gonna test something out real quick. Shield bash. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, someone said that they won a duel literally just by shield bashing. And I can see why that might be kind of useful, but I don't know. Do I just use it wrong? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case, we have beaten our friend, Mr. Meffred, Warrior Priest, second name Warrior Priest, first name Meffred. Yes, obviously that is not his name, but still, we did beat him in mortal combat, and we did indeed finish him. Yes, indeed. Okay. Wow, that was a pretty smooth reference right there, surprisingly. Anyway, let's have a look here. What did I actually get? Ah, yeah, I got some of these boots. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to use those. Thank you very much. Let's just lock that for the moment. You never know. Maybe I am going to need them. All right, so we now have 18,000 gold, which is amazing, if I do say so myself. And what I would like to do is go to Arverheim, because there is very, very important business for me to attend to there. And that means, oh, I think you know what that means. If you can guess before we get there, then you are a very smart individual indeed. And if you can't, then you are me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. That's not a good thing. Anyway, wait a minute, wait a minute. Where is Geschborg? Geschborg? Where is it? Ah, it's over there. Hmm. Okay. I will be okay to do that because, as you can see... Oh, well, that's actually a caravan. Oh, well, never mind. It's actually not a big deal for me to go over the bridge. I actually thought that was a Chaos Raider band or something along those lines, but no, it's not. So we don't really need to worry about that at all. But I am going to be doing this quest for this teenager, and I'm sure he's going to be very, very pleased with his entire village being made up of teenagers. That is very amusing, I have to say. Okay, so let me go over to Geschborg real quick, and then we will see. Just need to make sure that I'm not actually getting murdered along the way. That's actually something else that I wanted to mention as well. Whenever we have the ability to do so, I would like to be able to purchase an enterprise. That was actually what I was wanting to do at Averheim. I wanted to go and attempt to buy one, and hopefully I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, this fellow, let's deliver the herd. Surprisingly, the herd quest appears to be one of the most lucrative. Look at that. 2,200. So if you are also playing this mod, I would highly recommend doing the herd quest. Whenever you see it, do the herd quest, because, I mean, you saw how easy it was. I literally didn't even need to enter combat against any opponent at all. And that is, in my opinion, well, amazing. That's very, very cool. Anyway, I'm ready to join the colleges and become a true wizard of the Empire. Yes, indeed. All right, look at this. Look at how cool this is. Okay, we are going to use light magic. Wait a minute, are we? Can I cancel? I think I can cancel, right? Yeah, okay. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a second. Okay, so I'm not going to do fire, okay? I'm not going to do fire, but I want to check. Okay, heavens. Okay, heavens is all about lightning damage and wind and all that stuff. And you can see here, a single large bolt of lightning crashes down from the skies with a sizable electric charge. A large meteor strikes the area, killing all below in a giant shockwave. Ooh, that sounds really fun. But we're not going to be going for that one. We're going to be going for this because this is very much warrior priesty sort of stuff. So let's actually just take a quick look here. Healing light. Allies in the area of effect regenerate health over time. Bolt of cleansing energy. Flies from the caster's hands. Searing evil wherever it strikes. And now let's have a look at the highest tier stuff. Columns of light raise from the ground in a path. Sounds pretty fun. A large pillar of light applies high damage to those caught in the beam. Alright, sounds fun. Let's do light. As I said I was going to anyway. So, Lore of Light. Let's do it. There we go. We have successfully learned the new school. And I can only do these things because I am a literal entry-level caster. Obviously, I'm going to attempt to get more quests. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do. But for now, the best thing for us to do is move on to Averheim. Technically, I could do another tournament, but I don't think I'm going to get that lucky every single time. Because let's face it, I think the only reason why we were able to win that tournament is because Mefrid allowed us to, right? He absolutely just let us win that fight. He let us win. And that was very, very nice of him indeed. Okay, we got to be careful here. Chaos Warrior patrols. Wow, there's actually a significant number of them too. Averheim is actually a pretty perfect town for us. Maybe. Because the Chaos Warrior patrols could potentially stop a lot of the caravans from going in there. So that might be a bit of a problem. Anyway, let's just take a quick look. Okay, so grapes, grain. Okay, that is a bit problematic. I'm thinking either a brewery or the wine press? What do you think is going to be best? I'm thinking the brewery or... Okay, let's have a look. See here. Beer is selling for 50. Wine is selling for... no, actually, wait a minute. No, beer is selling for 34. And wine is selling for 15. So I am going to buy the brewery, I suppose. I mean, if that actually has any impact on it, I actually have no idea. It's been a long time since I've been doing any serious amount of trading. So let's just go ahead and buy the brewery. It's going to cost me 14,000, but I'm very much hoping that that is going to turn a profit. And that will hopefully be an enterprise that we will have for the remainder of the series, possibly. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I have some prisoners. Oh, interesting. There we go. All right. So now technically I should be able to go into the Magister's little house. Okay. I don't seem to be able to take the next quest for advancement. Not entirely sure why that is, but maybe we just need to actually buy one of the... one of the spells. That might actually make sense. Okay, so let me see here. Let's see if I can get into the hideout. It would be kind of cool if we could get another task to go and do that, but highly unlikely at the moment, in my opinion. So I guess the best thing for us to do, actually, is to try and do some quests in and around our own territory, because gaining more relation with these villages is actually going to be super useful for us. Oh, Bandit base. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, so we're now in the Bandit hideout, and thanks to the modding team member once again, I literally did not realize that this was actually a thing. Is this a thing in the base game as well, by the way? Because here's the thing. When I was attacking a Bandit hideout previously, I was kind of posing the question, what's actually going on with the enemies here? Because it feels to me like they are not all running at me, and that's because we're using a pretty silent weapon. We're using a crossbow, of course, and a crossbow at the best of times is going to be relatively silent in comparison to, for example, a gun. So if I were to use a gun, then a lot of the enemies would hear that, and then they would come and attempt to murder me. And, well, they're attempting to murder me anyway because they have seen me. But the point stands that that's actually a really, really cool system, and I have no idea whether that is actually due to, the mod itself. Oh, am I gonna die? No. Come on now. I might. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that was some quick thinking right there. Well, not quick thinking, but definitely quick button press. Okay, let's okay. Okay. I'm gonna do a thing. All right, we're gonna do a thing. So, just go along with this, okay? Just go along with this when I tell you, all right? So let's what a classic. Oh, what an absolute classic. Okay. Let's wait here for some time. All right. You're in on this, all right? You're in on the joke, all right? You're in on it. Okay. Let's see now. All right, so we're here at the the Bandit base. I didn't die before. Oh, I ruined it. Oh well. This is the first time. No, it's gone. It's gone. The inside joke is gone. Anyway, that's a wonderful headshot. Started off with a really, really nice headshot right there, and then a miss, as you might expect. But yeah. Not too bad. I actually feel like I should just tell my forces to charge in, to be honest. I think at this point, my my guys... what are these guys, anyway? I think they're Preceptor Knights, mostly. Ooh, we have Knights of the Inner Circle. Are you serious? We have a bunch of those? Okay, these guys are just going to say goodbye then, by the looks of things. Don't think they can really do much to us. Oh, those guys have no idea what's going on. Do you think I can snipe him from here? Highly unlikely, right? Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, I hit him in the leg. Well, that's not particularly good, is it? Oh, I did eliminate him, though, in the end. Oh, that's pretty nice. Anyway, let's speed things up real fast, and then we'll make sure not to speed it up when we are just about to go into the cutscene. Because I've had some bad problems with that before. Because if you keep the zoom going on, and you go into the cutscene, it's really difficult to turn it off before you either get killed by the opposing bandit boss, or if you say, I don't fight duels with brigands, then obviously your own forces are probably going to win that. But I'm going to go for a duel, because I think it's fun. What is this guy doing? Did you see that? He literally just stood there doing absolutely nothing for, I don't even know, the first few seconds of our duel, and I'm waiting for him to make the first move, because that's generally what I tend to do in these kinds of situations. I tend to just wait and see what our opponent decides to go for, but he decided to go for nothing, and he got himself murdered as a result. Anyway, we seem to be doing pretty nicely right now, and what we're going to do is I'm going to head over to Grenstadt. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go over there. And, oh, we got some war. Yeah, wait a minute. No, we don't have any war. We do have a bit of a problem, though, because it seems like my forces, or shall we say my faction's forces, were just all captured. Yeah, that is not a good look. That is not a good look at all. Alright, let's be very careful here. Do not want to kill the chaos units just yet. Thank you very much. You notice I say just yet. Oh yeah, we're gonna be killing them at some time, but not right now, that's for sure. Anyway, the mercenary wages do seem to be helping us out quite a bit. Let me actually just take a quick look here. Okay, so that is iron, right? So I can assume that a smithy is probably going to be pretty good. Okay, apparently, I think a brewery would probably be pretty good. Another one? Another brewery? I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like this is probably not going to get me any profit whatsoever. But let's try it, shall we? I'm willing to give it a shot. And I only have 1400 gold now, so I'm in a bit of a tough spot. But you can see here that my other workshop is doing 155. Okay. Well, I'm willing to give it a go, because as you can see, these two villages right here are grain. And, you know, brewery obviously works on grain, so hopefully it's going to work out quite nicely for us, possibly. But otherwise, I'm going to end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.